Hello everybody, it is Allight, it's party time, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. When we last left off, we finally finished up our investigation, and entered court for the first time, and are facing off with the cop-up Queen Angel Star. And she's not as good as she thinks she is, and we're about to take her off her pedestal even more. Hold up, I totally forget. I'm gonna save here real quick. Because I actually totally forget what I need to present on right now. Okay, good. It was that. It was that statement. Miss Starr, I have to include that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. The witness is a former detective. The testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who together with the chief prosecutor kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Ahem. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you could possibly have seen Miss Guy making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? Order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie the witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to be wrong. This witness lied about where she saw it. Miss Guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Guy using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed a crime from a different location. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call me my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we heard up until now points in one direction. The place where Mrs. Starr was the security room. Take that! This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being a part of the prosecutor's office couldn't park in A-block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition was here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel Starr. Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty. Is she talking about Miss Skye? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense, huh? She could have just said she saw the crime for the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime of the security guard station, but she lied and said she saw it from B Block. I must make a vital difference, but what would change? It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look for the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness, yes? You ordered the squid meals, right? The quality of my lunch has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend? He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, I couldn't open it. That's why I had to go through the visitors park and get B Block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. But 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have evidence to stop this? Objection! 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I've never... But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Well, then, it seems we have come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in a testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of a professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid meals, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defensive team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. Good God. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Watch, there was blood found on that shoe. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention, I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective, and as I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police departments as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. No, is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. We should at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She has enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? It's critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? If I'm not imagining this, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. The gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about this victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. Take that! I wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie, or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of the shoe? The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order. Well, witness. What, huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprint is a contradiction. Then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just gonna find contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I give her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in the testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to what you told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but the effort... I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Scott's right hand was hurt. Did you say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it, but... Enough! There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Angel Star's on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds defendant Miss Lana Sky. Hold it! Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Add another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, just don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. Photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt on this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's minds. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning, and it seems that this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare verdict for good. Objection! Your Honor, wait! What is with you people? Can't I have my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph! The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem in this piece of evidence? Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem, right or wrong. I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Take that! The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or a scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see it, I see. What's that suspicious-looking claw sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. Take that! Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler, blah, blah, blah. Muffler? Yeah! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. She will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? Find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. That was close, but we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Mr. Wright. Oh, what? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much, except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers, Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Sir Marshal? Thought I'd come to take a look. See how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the whole ranch locked down tighter than Fort Enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worried about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Mr. Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I've had a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh! I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are... It can't be! This can't happen! I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well, then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our research, this is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? What's with this guy? Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. What on earth is he? Ah, it's you! Oh, sorry I'm late, Aji. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Aji? How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, Aji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed, Pudgy. Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. I'm sorry, but who are you? Ah, so you're Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. The crime occurred, this guy really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into the exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. But what's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Objection! Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If you're investigators on this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear you. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. What, on the day of the crime, You head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. God. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes, just to be sure. I'd like you to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all I have to do is push that switch in. If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. What? Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. This dark red stain. Blood? That does not excuse the actions of the police department. I'd like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the slip between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. And since we're starting a new testimony and we're so close to the end of the video, I think I'm just going to wrap it up here for now. Oh boy, so things have certainly taken the turn. Where exactly this is going to lead, well, I guess we just don't know yet. But we met Damon Gant, and he's quite the imposing dude. So we'll hear his testimony about the disorder in the department, as it says there, next time on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to anytime more content, especially for more Ace Attorney. Also, please make sure to share this video far and wide so we get this as many eyes on this series as possible. I will see you all next time.